Thank you guys for watching Live with Candice and Kris. And now it is time for Unfiltered. This is the part of the show where we highlight our feature guests and talk about all the things that they have going on. And today's guest has created a movement of total self-love and liberation for Black women across the globe. She is the author of A Positive View, which is a growth journal for women. And she has released a series of meditation mixtapes on all streaming platforms. And check this out. She has been featured on NBC, Fox 5, VH1, and Pop Sugar, just to name a few. Please, you guys, welcome to our show, Miss Shelah Marie. Shelah, how are you doing?
Hi.
Welcome.
I'm better now. That was an amazing introduction.
You're an amazing guest. Thank you for being on our show. We're so excited to have you here. Yes. We have a lot to dive into. So I just want to jump into it. The Curvy Curly Conscious movement. What is it, and how did it all begin for you?
My movements, the Curvy Curly Conscious movement, started organically. This was early Instagram, and I started sharing my journey with self-love and working through low self-esteem and anxiety and depression using the hashtag Curvy and Curly. And it just magnetized the community of women who were like, hey, you know what? I'm also feeling those things too, and I don't have anyone else in my life that I feel like I can share with. So we just got together and we started healing together. That's really how it started.
Wow. I love that. Girl, I've watched some of your
Yes,
videos.
talk to me.
Miss Gal. I have watched quite a few, and I resonate with the way that you do things, right? So you're all into the meditation and just being in that place. But speak to our audience as far as like, what does meditation mean to you? And then there's so many people that want to meditate, but they don't know how to start. So what would you suggest?
Yeah, well, I think that's a great question. What is meditation? Because meditation is a really broad term. It can mean a lot of different things to a lot of people. And sometimes we get intimidated by the word, like, oh, so I have to like sit on a hill and, I can't do that. I don't have time. And so I like to just break it down very simple. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, my friend says all the time, if you can worry, you can meditate. It's very simple. It's literally, to me, the way I think about, right? It's like you can actually do it. I think about meditation as just stillness, like getting a moment to stop. We're moving so fast that sometimes we don't even realize how much we need to slow down until you do. And then you're like, oof, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Or what am I have these weird thoughts. I'm thinking bad about myself. Like, girl, you got to be kinder. So it's just, to me, stillness. For me, literally, when we're at my retreats or when I talk to women, I'm like, if you can start with just 5 minutes a day of sitting still without your phone, without your to-do list, that's at least a starting point.
That's good.
So the series of the mixtapes that you released on the streaming platforms, which I plan to download, by the way. Now, I know some people meditate to like the different frequencies, and some people do it to like the sounds of nature sounds. Which do you prefer, and why? What helps you get into your zone?
Well, as of right now, I actually prefer the intro you gave me. I'm going to record that and play that as my affirmations in the morning.
That's good.
Like, you know what? I'm a really free-spirited type of person, so I feel like it depends on my mood. If I feel like I'm in a very anxious state, I will need something that's guided. Like, I will need a guided meditation that, like, I need you to be in the driver's seat, honey. I'm just going to sit here and drive and lead me to a more positive place, right? But if I feel like, you know what, I'm thinking about something, I'm having a creative block or something like that, I might listen to some sounds of nature or some different tones. And I think it's really, the main message I want to leave with is it's up to you. You get to choose. If you like sounds, you can do that. If you like binaural beats that adjust the tones and the frequencies in different parts of your body, you can do that. I love guided meditations for beginners, though. I feel like if you're just starting out and you might sit there in silence, it's overwhelming. You could just be like, what am I doing here? I'm thinking about my dog's barking. I need to go pick up my, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, right, it's a lot. We never stop. So I think just starting with a little guided meditation, just lead you on your little journey.
That's good. That's good. So, okay, so I'm going to talk to a girl. Listen, wife, you just love when I talk. I love it.
Because you're giving me a vibe like I know you. You're talking to me like my friends talk to me.
I love it. Let's do it. Yes. So, wife to wife, like owner to owner, like for the busy woman on the go every day, every hour, what would you suggest? How does she take that time to squeeze in time for herself, because we don't do that. We don't.
Yeah, I think the first thing is for women to take time for themselves, it starts with permission. That you need to give yourself permission. Sometimes women feel guilty for taking time to themselves or for putting themselves first. We're many times conditioned to get up in the morning and first thing we start doing is thinking about what everyone else needs from us. So I would say first give yourself permission to have that time and then decide when that time works for you. I like it when I first get up in the morning before my day starts, but that might not work for everybody. Some women might say, all right, after I drop off my child at daycare, that's the best time for me. I can have 10 minutes in the car alone, uninterrupted. And if that's your starting point, I think that's okay. It's really, to me, you get to choose. Start from where you are, but the most thing is that you give yourself the permission to actually give that time and make it a priority in the same way you make doing any, running your business a priority. If we just, I'm going to use this metaphor, that we use all the time, but you can't give from an empty cup. So you have to make sure that you feel something in there, something in that cup.
Nice.
That's good.
So, Shelah, what are the long-term goals for your brand? Like, where would you like to see it go, and how can our audience help support your movement?
Well, thank you. I feel like my audience is growing they're just growing at such a rapid pace that I'm like, whoa, here, keep going, I got you. So I think, number one, for long term, I would just love to see my content keep expanding, my online content via my YouTube, Instagram. Would love to keep writing. You can get my first book, A Positive View. It's a growth journal for women, and that is available wherever books are sold online. And I'm going to be writing my second book in 2022. So yay!
Wow!
Okay.
Congratulations!
So you'll be back.
Yes, I feel like, and the best thing that anyone could do for me is really just share my platform and my community with any woman in your life who you think would benefit. There are so many women struggling alone, trying to work through healing. They're the first person in their family maybe to think about meditation or try yoga or go to therapy. And if you're trying to do it all on your own, it can feel very isolating. So just introduce them to the Curvy Curly Conscious movement. You don't have to do it alone.
I love it. Well, we have to take a
I know
very
you
quick
feel
break.
me.
We want to talk about your retreat more, but we have to take a short break. So you guys stay tuned. We will be right back with more with Miss Shelah Marie.
Welcome back to Reflect and Connect. In case you've missed it, we have Shelah Marie here with us, and we're going to talk all things retreat. So her Curvy Conscious movement retreat worldwide is just everything that we want to know about right now. So let's welcome her back. Hi, welcome back.
Hey,
Welcome
girl.
back. Look, hey friend. Hey friend.
I know, right?
Like,
Hey, friend.
we made this bond, guys. We made this
I love
bond. We made this bond.
We
So
did.
welcome.
We're
So we
besties.
want to know everything retreat. Like it's so much that you're doing. I watched one of them, which is the Unruly Retreat. And
Yes.
I felt like I was in the moment. They were, ooh, what did they do? Tell us. Oh, I want to know, like, when,
Yes.
where, how much.
The Unruly Retreat it is my favorite thing to do. It is a practice in the world that I want to see. Every time I produce the Unruly Retreat, I am practicing in a world where Black women are protected and safe and treated kindly and allowed to explore who they are. So the Unruly Retreat is a little bit of turn up, and then a little bit of self-work. So you get both. It's not just some retreats that you can go to for empowerment or self-work can feel overwhelming or intimidating because I want to go on a vacation. I don't want to just do self-work for the whole time that I'm there. So the Unruly Retreat kind of gives you a little bit of both. Our retreats usually happen in the summer, and they're between 4 and 6 days. And they really are just an incubator for Black women to feel safe, to heal, to grow, and of course, have a little fun.
So, Shelah, you said it's a little bit of turn up and a little bit of self-work. So what are some of the
Yes.
activities
Oh,
that the
yes.
women who attend this retreat, what can they expect? What are the activities?
For sure. Yeah, so we do daily workshops. So
Okay.
we've done workshops on forgiveness. We might be doing a session on healing, mother-daughter relationships. A lot of women resonate. We also get a lot of mothers and daughters that come together.
Wow, okay.
And then Right. That's my favorite thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then we mix it up. So we'll do some self work during the day, but then we might also do a pool party in the afternoon
Oh
where it's
wow,
not
okay.
about
Oh,
any self work
wow.
at all. It's just about having fun because I think joy is important. I think especially for Black women who sometimes their identity is linked to how much they can work and how much they can do. I love sometimes just giving you the experience of you don't have to do anything, you don't have to earn anything, you don't have to be anything. Just you being here is enough and enjoying yourself.
Wow.
Listen,
I love that.
I felt like you just took me on a journey.
I love that. I wish we had
girl.
something like
You
that.
know, I'm a little extra. I'm a
Right.
little
Honestly,
extra.
so many men write me and they say, "Is there anything like this
Can
for
we get some
men?"
love, Sheila?
I
We wanna
agree.
do some self work.
Something. A couples,
You're right.
even a
I'm gonna work
couples.
on that.
Even a couples.
Or couples.
Couples is good too.
Something. You might be onto
Couples.
something.
Couples too.
You know, I like that idea.
I got you, girl. We be waiting for our ticket, girl. But no, I can't imagine what it's like to put on such a powerful event at that type of magnitude and that type of level. What does that look like? Like, what are some of the obstacles that you've had to overcome?
I think the biggest obstacle that I've had is how fast my community is growing. And how do I meet the needs of a growing community and still maintain the integrity and the intimacy that the event was created with? And that is my biggest struggle, not to just be a money grab, not to just grow as fast as I can just because I can, because this work is really rooted in how much I love my community. And so how do I grow? You know what I'm saying? How you still get your, you know what I'm saying? Grow, meet your community, do your boss thing, but then also still maintain integrity and the beauty that the event was created with at the very beginning.
I love it.
Love it.
I love it.
And we have to get out of here in a second, but real quick, Sheila, what are some of the health benefits to a retreat, and how important is it to make time to do that?
So it's almost the same thing as when you asked me about meditation. So meditation gives us stillness, which is when the restorative processes happen. That's when the aha moments happen. That's when the healing can happen. The retreats are the same thing. If I tell women, you need to meditate every day, that might seem overwhelming. That might seem like another thing on their to-do list. But many women can very much key into, oh, I can go on a retreat and then I can spend 4 days not thinking about someone else first. I can just think about me when I get up every day. And so that's, I think the benefit from the retreat is the experience of putting yourself first, of just deciding what you want to do, and then being supported by a community of women who are on the same journey with you.
I love it. I love it. I wish I had more time to spend with you. That's why you have to come back.
know.
We're going to have you back. We're going to have
Please
you
come
back.
I got
But,
you.
Girl,
Say
thank you
less.
for being with us. Everyone, go support the movement.
Yes.
Get involved. I know that I'm going to, but we got to get out of here. So that's our
Yes,
show
well,
for
thank you.
today. Connect with us. We want to hear your comments. We want to talk to you. Where can they find us?
On at Candice and Kris Live.
Thank you, Sheila. Bye, guys.
Thank
We'll
you
see you guys
so
next time.
much.